Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Rich. This is RR37, formerly known as Gamer Life, but we're still here with the same universe mode. It is Monday Night Raw, it is 2K19, and it is the final Raw before Money in the Bank. So with that in mind, we're just going to have a quick look at what we've got on the card once again for Money in the Bank. Starting with the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. As mentioned before on one of the previous videos that if you haven't seen yet is up on the channel now, both Chris Hammer and Batista and both of their teams made one vote, and they voted that yes, the women should have a Money in the Bank ladder match as well. So that is what we've got there. That will be followed by our tag match for the tag titles. For a few weeks now we've seen the qualification process to get into that match, and we're going to have its full conclusion at Money in the Bank. That'll be the first of two matches for Kevin Owens that night, so we'll have to see, will he come away with both belts, no belts? Well, we haven't got long to wait to find out. Also at Money in the Bank we've got a triple threat match that was announced by Batista just last week. That one is going to be so highly charged, so highly competitive. Really looking forward to that one. Obviously Finn Balor was supposed to have had a shot at that same IC title a couple of weeks ago. Drew McIntyre was having none of it and attacked him before that match could even get underway. That's what's pretty much led to it being a triple threat match, so yeah, really looking forward to that one. Then will come the men's turn for their ladder match. We've seen qualifications all the way through the month for that one. It is going to be a big one. 4 of Raw, 4 of SmackDown, just like the women's one, all going at it for one briefcase. And as we heard Chris Hammer say on SmackDown, if you saw that episode, the winner of both the men's and the women's matches, whichever brand that they represent, will be whichever champion has to look over their shoulder. So huge implications for both of them matches. And speaking of the women's division, SmackDown's women's division are going to be defending their title at Money in the Bank. You've got Charlotte versus Asuka versus Paige. That match happened last week on SmackDown. If you've seen it, if you haven't yet, spoiler alert, go back and watch that one before you see the rest of this one. It was Charlotte that picked up the win there. But Chris Hammer and his team liked that match that much, they decided they're going to do it again at the pay-per-view with the title on the line. Staying with SmackDown, they have the first ever steel cage match in Universe mode. It's going to be Randy Orton versus AJ Styles for their WWE title. That one is going to be absolutely huge. We've not seen a cage match yet, so I am quite looking forward to that one. And then we have got Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. This match has started all the way back from week 1. A lot of bad blood there, a lot of history there already, so I am really looking forward to that one. That is Money in the Bank's full card though, so if you're excited for that, drop a like to let me know. Leave your comments as well. I think it's shaped up to be a really good night. It's only 2 shows away now, so yeah, it's going to be a good one. But with that being said, let's get into what we've got for you tonight. Wait, what? Oh, not again. It's the beginning of the show and already Bray Wyatt has decided he's going to hijack the show. He's obviously waiting and got something on his mind, so I'm a bit worried about asking this, but Bray, what is it that you have on your mind? Matt Hardy, she's ready for you. You've already wrestled your last match, Matt. At Money in the Bank, this is all over. She needs something, I need something, we both need something, and that means that I have to sacrifice someone, Matt. And she's picked you. You are the chosen one. I'll see you at Money in the Bank. That guy gives me the creeps, and that is one hell of a way to start off a show. But we have to get back on track. We have to put that behind us. I have no idea what those cryptic words from Wyatt meant, but I assume that somehow or another we're going to find out at Money in the Bank. But tonight we're starting with Lacey Evans against Ember Moon. This is a massive opportunity for both of these women to finally get themselves going here in Universe mode. The stats don't make good reading for either of them, but one of them is going to get the chance tonight to put that right. Ember Moon at the moment currently sits at no wins and 1 loss. Lacey Evans even worse, no wins and 2 losses. So one of these women's going to win tonight, and maybe they can just catch a wave of momentum then. But that's how we're going to open the show. And following Lacey and Ember, we have got Sami Zayn versus Apollo Crews. So just a little taster of Money in the Bank, really. Obviously, everyone involved here is going to be involved in the tag match. Owens and Titus only managers tonight, but obviously they're going to be out there. So whoever gains the win in this match is going to have a huge psychological advantage going into the pay-per-view. So it is a pretty important match. Sami Zayn has been good in Universe mode at the moment. We haven't seen too much of him as a singles guy. He's currently 0-1 in singles competition. Apollo Crews the same, but Apollo's was a triple threat match, so it's kind of his debut in singles competition tonight. But we've seen a lot more of Zayn than Apollo, and we've seen a lot more of Zayn and Owens as a tag team than we have Titus worldwide, but both of them have been successful in tag team competition, so it's going to be a good one, that one, and so will this one. I'm really looking forward to this. This has been brought about because we mentioned it earlier, Drew McIntyre with the attack on Finn Balor before his IC title opportunity that he didn't end up getting in the end. And Balor just could not wait until Money in the Bank. He's been demanding this match. Batista and the team have gave it to him, and Drew was only being Drew, more than willing to accept. So that one's going to be very, very good, and again a huge edge to the winner going into the pay-per-view. So yeah, looking forward to that one. That's going to be a really, really good one. And then we have got Dean Ambrose back in action. He's going to be going up against Dolph Ziggler tonight. Ziggler has a partner in Bobby Roode. Those two do get on backstage. So they're looking to team in this one, and I don't know why or what he's done to upset Batista and the team, but Ambrose has been told, you have got till this match to find yourself a tag partner. If you can't do that, then it's going to be a handicap match. So Ziggler and Roode cannot wait to get this one underway. Again, I don't know why and how this match got booked like this, especially when we're only a few days away from Money in the Bank, where all 3 of these guys are going to be sort of representing Raw. But yeah, Ambrose has got to go out there, and he's got to either go out on his own or he's got to try his hardest to find a tag partner. And then we have got Dana Brooke making her in-ring debut. It is a busy night for Titus Worldwide tonight, as she takes on none other than the Women's Champion Alexa Bliss in her very first Universe Mode match. Talk about starting at the top there for Dana. That is going to be a really, really difficult assignment for her, but Titus Worldwide have caught a wave of momentum at the moment. They're winning a lot more than they're losing, so anything can happen in Universe Mode, as we know, and Dana will be hoping that she can bring about an upset tonight. And on to the first of the 2 live matches tonight. We have got Curtis Axel, and he's going to be going against Seth Rollins. Rollins back in action. He's been out the ring for a couple of weeks at least now. He's going to be looking to build some momentum going into Money in the Bank, obviously. Axel's debuting as a singles competitor tonight, and just like I was on about with Dana Brooke going up against Alexa Bliss for your first opponent, this is going to be one hell of a task for Curtis Axel to try and upset Seth Rollins here, especially like I said, as Seth is going to be looking to build some more momentum going into Money in the Bank tonight. And then the main event is another odd match, but people are getting opportunities. We're seeing different kinds of matches here. It's going to be Rhino against the champion Roman Reigns. We'll talk more on that one as we're going through the match. But that is the card for tonight. Again, I think it looks strong. Leave your comments below. Tell me whether you agree, disagree, whether you like what you're seeing, whether you don't. If you are liking it though, please do hit that like button as well, and then make sure before you get out of here that you hit that subscribe so you do not miss another one. That being said, now we've seen the card, let's let the games begin. And Dolph Ziggler has caught up with Dean Ambrose backstage here. They're having words about something. I can't quite make out what they're actually saying word for word, but I can make out that Ziggler is taunting Dean Ambrose about not being able to find a partner, and Dean has just told Dolph, either get out of my face or I am going to kick your ass. And of course Dolph has took exception to that. He's kicked Dean. It looked like he was going to just hit and run there, Dolph, but no, he's attacking him backstage. He's got him now around the back of the head. He's going to bounce his head off that equipment box there. And Dean is a bit stunned by that actually. Dolph's going to do it again by the looks of it. No, this time he's threw him into it. This is before their match tonight. This might have an impact on the result. As again, Ziggler is just wearing Ambrose out here. Ambrose cannot get a shot in. Edgeways again into the wall by Ziggler. That kick to the shin that started it all. And Dolph is just absolutely unloading on Ambrose here. I've not seen this aggressive side of Dolph in a long time. Maybe since he lost that first match and he's come out of the title picture, but he's absolutely just wearing Ambrose out here, chucks him straight up the wall there, and Ambrose is going to be starting this match at a disadvantage for sure, and that's going to halt him in his looks for a tag partner as well. So Dolph Ziggler all business tonight, and I suppose you would expect him to be as well with Money in the Bank just around the corner. But it's now time to get into the results, and Lacey Evans has beaten Ember Moon tonight. So Lacey is now 1-2 and moves Ember to 0-2. So good news for Lacey. Not too sure what Ember's going to do now, but yeah, Lacey picks up the win. So congratulations to her, and Ember's going to have to go away and figure something out. And Apollo Crews, in my mind, has upset Sami Zayn tonight. I didn't see that result coming, but fair play to Apollo and Titus Worldwide. Just keep that momentum building at the moment. Sami Zayn now in singles competition is 0-2, which is a bit of a surprise. And Apollo, sorry, is now 1-1. In one-on-one competition, he's 1-0, but he had that triple threat match, and unfortunately, here in Universe mode for him, a loss is a loss, whether it's a one-on-one, two-on-two, multi-man, multi-woman, it doesn't matter. So yeah, all in all, he's 1-1, all in all for Zayn in singles competition. He's 0-2, which like I said earlier, is a bit of a surprise because he's been putting in really good in-ring performances. To be fair, he's just not getting the results to go with those performances. Drew McIntyre and Finn Balor. Drew McIntyre picks up the win there, going into Money in the Bank. But that is not all. There is something that you need to see that happened at the end of this match, so we're going to jump into that right now. So Drew McIntyre wins the match. As you can see, he's bloodied Balor there, and he's celebrating his victory. And if we look just to the outside of the ring, you can see Ronda Rousey standing there. I have no idea what that's about, how that friendships came about, how they've even got in touch. But we're going to have to ignore that for the time being, because after the match, McIntyre once again decides it's a second Claymore. He won the match with that as well. And there you go, straight into the face of Balor, just running straight through him, foot first. We know how devastating the Claymore kick is, but Drew was not finished there. He's making sure he's taking an advantage, not just psychologically, but physically. There's another Claymore there. He's taken into Money in the Bank. He's making sure Balor's not 100%. And this has been McIntyre's MO lately. I don't know what has gotten into him, but he's become even more vicious than he was before. And thankfully, it looks like he's decided he's going to leave it there. The blood has now spilt from Balor that much that it's not just on his face anymore, it's on his chest. And no, Drew is not done. He just runs through Balor again. And don't tell me it's going to be another Claymore for Balor, and there it is once again. Straight through Balor goes McIntyre's foot, through the head, and Balor, there is no way that he's going to Money in the Bank at 100%. Just no way. And on McIntyre, guys, he is absolutely laser focused. He's a man on a mission at the moment. Not too sure what's going on with Ronda Rousey there. That's something that will develop over time, I'm sure. But yeah, McIntyre just won't be denied. He really wants that gold at the moment. And if I'm Seth Rollins, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit worried. But in the next match, as you could see, Dean Ambrose would find himself a tag partner. And he would find him in the medical room. The tag partner came to him in the end. It is Harvey Daniel, who we know that Dolph Ziggler's been having a bit of problems with the last couple of weeks. And he shows up again against Ziggler tonight. And it is indeed Ambrose and Daniels that get the win. So considering what happened earlier, that has to be classed as a bit of an upset for sure. But well done to Ambrose and well done to HD, I suppose. And then going into Dana Brooke and Alexa Bliss. Well, it was kind of predictable really that Alexa would win this one. I know anything can happen in universe mode, but a debutant versus the champion, you have to side with the champion, of course. Despite the fact that Titus Worldwide have already won tonight, and like I said, been on a winning streak, Alexa still gets the job done, and I believe that puts her up now to 4-2. So she's starting to build a little bit of momentum herself. Now she's got Nia Jax out of her sights and in the rear view mirror. It might be that Dana just have to stay as a manager, or she's going to have to go away and figure something out to get herself on a win streak. But it really wasn't a smart idea to go up against the champion straight away, and she's paid for that tonight, putting her hat at 0-1. And that leads us now into our first of the two live matches. We got Seth Rollins against Curtis Axel, and yeah, we'll talk about this one more as the match starts developing. So here we go then, Axel and Rollins, and for some reason the B team are still coming out to the Miz's entrance. They really need to get themselves their own identity now, I feel. They're getting a shot in front of the cameras tonight, and frankly, I think just blatantly ripping off the Miz is probably a little bit embarrassing on their part. So yeah, they are definitely going to need to find themselves an ID, and maybe, just maybe, if somehow or another, I don't know how he's going to do it, but if Curtis Axel can somehow upset Seth Rollins tonight, then maybe, just maybe, who knows, they will find their own identity. But they're not having the best of times at the moment, if we're being honest, the B team. They're going up, well, Axel is going up against a man who is absolutely in form at the moment, and we've seen already tonight that tensions are running high as we're getting ever closer to Money in the Bank, as they would be. And Seth Rollins, being a champion, if he loses tonight, you could say that this would be a little bit of an embarrassment for him. I know that definitely he would see it that way. He doesn't like losing at all, Seth. He considers himself the best on the roster. Me personally, I wouldn't say that he's the best, but I'd definitely say that he's in that upper bracket, that upper echelon of wrestlers that we've got here on Raw. His record would suggest so too. He's 4-1 at the moment, Seth. 4 wins to the 1 loss. So he's actually not that far behind Roman Reigns, who is the champion, the WWE champion. So yeah, you can't really say that he's anything but in that upper bracket. There's only a few that have got a record like that at the moment. And Seth, really tonight, if we're going to be talking about Money in the Bank and how tensions are high, the aggression's running high, people just seem to have that little bit more energy at the moment, as they would do. Money in the Bank is a big night in the calendar, and we know that Seth is defending his title against both Finn Balor. I don't know what shape Finn's going to be in now after what we saw with McIntyre just. But that's what I was going to say. McIntyre is absolutely, like I just mentioned earlier, a man on a mission. He really wants that gold that's currently occupying Seth's waist. And we saw where he's willing to go to get it. So Seth needs to come out of here uninjured, not too much taken out of him. He's got to get this one finished quickly. And just before we get underway here, guys, I just want to address the big, massive, humongous elephant in the room regarding the music there. I've not been doing YouTube long, as you all know if you've been following the channel. And at the moment, I'm absolutely loving this universe mode. It is my most favourite thing that I've done. This whole thing, YouTube as a whole, has become my favourite hobby. I can't wait to get my weeks done and dusted, all the things that I have to take care of in my life, my studying, my works and all this, that and the other. But I really look forward to sitting down and making these videos. But there's been a couple already, because obviously I record in batches, and you will see as time goes on. I've had 2 copyright claimed already for music. And it's only, I feel, I mean I could be completely wrong, but a matter of time before those claims turn into strikes. And to be honest, if that happened, I would be absolutely devastated. So I don't want to take any chances with the music or anything like that. I want to continue doing this for as long as I possibly can. I want to keep bringing these videos to you as well for as long as I possibly can. With that being said, I've just erred on the side of caution. I don't want to take music out of the game altogether, or out of the videos altogether, because it does add something. It adds to the atmosphere and it adds to the overall feel of the video. So I decided the only way that I can do it is to use the music that's on the show at the moment. Rather that I did try without the music at all in entrances in my last video, and it just didn't feel the same. So I've gone away, thought about what I can do, and I've just decided to use the music that we use, like I said, on the show for the entrances for now. If there is a better way, guys, then please in the comments let me know. I have reached out in the past to other wrestling content creators, and they've told me turn the music pretty much all the way down, talk over it, and it'll be fine. But it might just be me, it might be the way that I do things, but it is not fine. Oh wow, this one's over already. Well, I said Seth needed to get this done quick, and he's got it done quick. But I don't want to move away from that point. Yeah, I tried turning the music all the way down, talking over it, and it, like I say, it might just be me, it might be the way that I'm doing it or something, I don't know. But that's 2 claims. I've only been making these videos now for about 3 weeks probably. And yeah, it's pushing my luck, and I just don't want to do that. So I hope that you understand. I'm sorry we haven't focused too much on this match, but I just wanted to get that out there. And like I say, if there's any suggestions, then guys, the comments box is below, because I want to make these. This is my favourite series. It's going to be the staple of the channel. And yeah, I want to make these as good as I can possibly make them, and if you can help me do that, that would be absolutely great. But important win tonight, back to the show for Seth Rollins. I said he needed to get it done quick without taking too much damage, and he has done just that. He's absolutely laid waste to Axel. Back to the drawing board for the B team, and Seth moves on now to Money in the Bank. That was his last match until the pay-per-view, so yeah, he's come away unscathed. He's done a great job there, Seth. It moves him to 5-1 now going into the pay-per-view, so that bodes well for him. He's just got to get over that raging Drew McIntyre at the moment, and let me tell you, that is not going to be an easy task. Drew is absolutely on fire. But it is time now for Rhino getting a massive opportunity here. For some reason, I'm not exactly sure why, but there is no Heath Slater with Rhino tonight. I'm not sure if he's unwell, if he's just not here. Rhino would know more about that than me. We know that they're pretty close. But yeah, that's going to be music to Reigns' ears. obviously at the moment Roman is just like everyone else has been tonight. This has been really a night where everyone at Money in the Bank is just trying their hardest to build momentum before we get there, and Reigns is going to be no different here. Once again, he's going to be going up against KO at Money in the Bank. KO is undefeated, as Reigns would tell you he is, but here he comes now with a new look. He coined this group, this mini group that's been put together here, the Roman Empire, and as you can see they're going to run with that. He's spoken about the Roman Empire for quite a while now, long before Universe Mode Roman, and we are now finally starting to see one. He's heading it up, obviously. The new look I think suits him. There is a reason why that gold is the colour that they've gone with. And Roman, he's saying at the moment with the form that he's in, he feels absolutely untouchable. He's got a McMahon in his corner, he's got a Big Show in the other corner, one of the largest athletes in the world and on the roster, but we can't say he is the largest now because Razor Rivers on SmackDown is bigger than the Big Show, believe it or not. But yeah, they've gone with the gold because Roman is saying it is the golden age of the Roman Empire. He now classes himself and calls himself the Emperor, which would suit, I suppose, with him being in charge of the Empire. And at the moment, he's untouchable, absolutely untouchable. It's for me, there's only Randy Orton that can come close to saying he's as in form as Roman at the moment. 7-0 Randy Orton is, which is quite extraordinary really. Roman himself is 6-1, but there's such a huge difference in quality of the difference that Roman and Randy have gone against in the ring. Don't get me wrong, Orton's done well, he's beaten everyone in front of him, but the list of people that Reigns has put down already, you're talking about Brock Lesnar, you're talking about Braun Strowman, you're talking about Strowman more than once actually, and the list just goes on. He's beaten who's who really as Reigns, and he's looked good doing it in all of them, but this could be a bit of a upset for him tonight. Rhino is a veteran, he's going to be no walkover. We've got the Gore versus the Spear tonight. We'll see who comes out on top there, but Rhino is really tough. We know about his time in ECW, his time here as in the hardcore division before Universe Mode began. He's been teaming with Slater, and like I say, Slater's not here tonight. He's coming to the tail end of his career, I suppose, Rhino. And this is a big test for him tonight to see whether he does still have what it takes or not, because like I mentioned, Roman's at the very top of his game at the minute. He's more confident than I've ever seen him, and yeah, he just looks really good. He looks almost unbeatable at the moment, I think, does Roman. So Rhino's definitely got his work cut out tonight. That's a big sit-out powerbomb, and he's gone for the pin this time, Reigns. Quite surprised by that. But I suppose again he's not going to be looking to mess around tonight with Money in the Bank round the corner. He's got a dangerous opponent. Roman has been calling out all week Kevin Owens to watch what he does to Rhino tonight, and at the moment it's just big open left hands, one after the other. Rhino's not being able to get up at the moment. Roman's going to completely just shatter Rhino's jaw the way he's going. The crowd are getting on his back at the moment, but the way he's been at the moment, he's not going to care about that. And it's another one and another left at the moment. Again, that one looks like it's opened up Rhino, and Roman's not stopping there either. Finally, he stops the onslaught, just open shot, clean, landing flush, one after the other, and Reigns is not going to let up on him. That is kind of a hallmark of what we've seen from Roman in this Universe Mode, is once he's got the advantage offensively, it's very rare that he lets it go. He's just shot another right hand into Rhino's face there to get him back into the corner. Tree of Woe now. We've not seen this for a while, and he's just choking Rhino out with a boot there. The ref hasn't even stepped in to stop that, which he should have been doing really, but in any event, Roman's going to go for the pin now. It's 1, it is 2, and Rhino kicks out. We mentioned that toughness earlier. He's going to need every bit of that in this match. There's Reigns now. We said Gore against Spear. Reigns is going to go for the spear. He's hit it as well. That could be all. He's not wasting any time. It's 1, 2, and that is 3. And just like the Seth Rollins match earlier, Roman wastes absolutely no time with Rhino there. He's just absolutely 100% dominant. He's run through him. Rhino's a veteran. Keep that in mind, guys. A really tough one at that, and Roman's just ran through him like he was nothing. There's a little bit of offense from Rhino. He was constantly dropping headbutts, but had no effect on Roman. He just kept on going, walked through. Even if that did hurt him, it didn't show, and he has just bang, there you go, cut Rhino straight in half with a spear. He didn't even get up, rolled back over into the pin. There's no way after the punishment that Rhino took, all them shots to the jaw and then the spear, that he was going to kick out. And the Emperor reigns supreme tonight with the Roman Empire looking on. And once again, he's been calling him out. He's told Kevin Owens tonight, watch what I do, watch what's coming at Money in the Bank. And he hasn't even broke a sweat tonight, Roman, in dealing with Rhino. Can Owens beat him? Well, yes, he can. He's undefeated himself, but he's got one hell of a task trying to get that done. But that is going to be it for tonight, guys. I've really enjoyed making this episode again. Once again, I hope you understand with the music. If there is a way around it that you're aware of, please do let me know. Drop comments about that, comments about the show, comments and predictions for Money in the Bank. If you did like this, please show me by hitting the like button. Subscribe before you get out of here. It would help the video massively, and it will make sure that you don't miss any of the upcoming ones as well. Other than that though, enjoy the rest of the night, guys, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.